Hey guys, it's Brenda, or better known as Crafty BB. Today I just wanted to share with you guys what you'll need as a beginning resin crafter. So these are all the things that I feel like I wish I would have known in the very beginning, so it wouldn't have taken me to go through 10,000 YouTube videos to figure out what actually I needed before I ever got started. So I'm here to help you. Okay, so first of all, you're going to need to pick out what do you want to create. So I create, the majority of the time, I create coasters and trays. So I have this size and this size for my basic trays, and then some of the coasters that I have are some flowery ones, and then I just got these and they're super cute. So these are all made of silicone, so I would highly recommend that you stick to silicone, because anything else is going to look weird, or it may not even cure properly. So make sure you stick to silicone. You can get these on Amazon or anywhere practically. You can even get them at the Dollar Tree. So coasters, molds is probably the number one thing that you'll need. The other thing that you'll need is, of course, the resin. I guess that's probably number one, right? So just pick out whatever resin that you see on Amazon that is the cheapest, that is has a 1-to-1 ratio, meaning you need 1 part A, 1 part B of the same amount. So I just use the cheapest, and show you what it looks like. I don't really care what brand it is, as long as it's non-toxic and, like I said, has the 1-to-1 ratio, because you got to pay attention to that, because there are some that have other ratios, like 2-to-1, and it's going to take more math. Just simple is better to me. But yeah, I get like a gallon, or it's a gallon like together, but it's half gallon in each bottle. And then just epoxy resin, non-toxic and high gloss. So non-toxic, high gloss, 1-to-1 is the things that I look for. The other thing that you'll need is a heat gun. So I'll show you my heat gun. This stuff is like, so there's different settings you can put it on. Make sure that when you get one of these, that you actually put it on high heat. Otherwise, you're gonna be like, why are the bubbles? This is to pop the bubbles. So whenever you pour the resin, you're gonna see bubbles. So this is gonna help with popping the bubbles. And you don't want to. I'll go into details and like what not to do in other videos, but you'll need that, and then you'll need a heat mat as well. So I use this as and it's ugly right now because I've had it for over a year, but you plug it in and it has different settings. I always use the high setting. So whenever I'm creating, this mat is always underneath my mold so that it's cures faster. Some people, they let it sit out in the air and just wait for 24 hours. I have no patience for that. I want to go to my next step. So I use a heat mat. There's also a heat box, which I'm not going to grab because I worked out yesterday and my arms are really tired. But it's a box. You could just put like the coasters, little small stuff inside of it. Turn the knob and it heats up. Boom. It's similar to the mat. It dries pretty quick, within 2 hours, I believe. Measuring cups. So I usually get the flimsy ones, silicone, because it seems to create a more they seem to be more on point than a plastic one. So I just stick with silicone. And then you'll also need paper cups, because you're going to do, most likely you're going to have different colors. So you'll need to separate the resin into different cups for different colors. So these are just small little 3-ounce cups. So, let's see, art wipes. These come in handy. I use these so much. I go through these not often. I think this is probably my 3rd bottle in a year. But yeah, I was gonna show you what I had one. Oh, here it is. This is what they look like. So they have a different texture to them. I don't know if you can see that or not, but it's totally different. It's like a grippy texture than a regular wipe. And trust me, it's gonna get on your hands regardless. I don't care if you're taking off the gloves and going to get a different pair, somehow, some way, it's gonna get on you, or it's gonna spill and you wanna like quickly like soak it up, use these. They're awesome. Speaking of gloves, that's the next thing. So I use these. These are Touch and Tough. Sorry, I can barely see. I prefer these over anything. You can get cheaper ones on Amazon and they suck and they will tear. So I would suggest getting a good brand because you don't, I mean, for safety reasons, obviously. And this stuff's sticky and it's gross. The other thing you need, if you're not gonna use, you can use a mask. I'm not gonna use a mask. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and be like having a, looking like an octopus with a thing stuck into my face. So I use, I do a lot of my crafting on inside. So if you're inside, you don't, you need this. But if you're outside, then obviously you don't need it. But I use an air purifier. So you just put water in it, plug it in, and so it's going while you're creating. And then, let's see, and if you keep seeing my face in and out, like, what? Would she not have makeup on? Should you have makeup on? Yeah, I really don't, so I use filter. Oh, an apron, because I always spill stuff, and somehow it always ends up on my clothes, and it doesn't come off. Trust me, it does not come off. Get an apron. Or also wear something that you don't like, and or you know, might be old or whatever, that you wouldn't care if you did spill something on them. Popsicle sticks is the other thing. You're gonna need those for mixing your resin. So I just get like a bag of these from Amazon. They're really good for mixing. You can get the thin ones or the thick ones. I prefer the thin. And then also these brushes, I guess they're considered brushes, but for like smoothing out the resin, or if you want to do different designs or whatever, there's these. You can get these on. Oh, let me show you guys. I just got these too. These are super cute. It's just little things. You can pop the bubbles or you can spread. It comes with 3. I got these at Hobby Lobby, but yeah, so they're just, no, you don't need that. It's just cute little thing like that. So you'll need a desk that is level. Trust me, do not create on something that's not level, otherwise your resin's gonna be off and you're gonna waste all that resin for nothing. I know I'm skipping something. I feel like I skipped, oh, mica powder. So you can either use powder or mica powder or ink. I know I just had it. Well, anyway, you can use pigment ink. So either one, so you're gonna just mix it in the resin anyway, so it doesn't really matter which one. Glitter is always good too. These are not necessities, but I use glitter and sometimes I use foil. So if you go watch my videos, you'll see the things that I create. Good lighting is the other thing. And last but not least, you're gonna need lots and lots of patience. And you're gonna mess up and you're gonna be like, oh man, it was going so well, and then I screwed it up. Just try again. Dust yourself off and try again. All right, well, stay tuned, follow me, like me, and keep coming back to watch more videos. Have a great day. Bye.